Hi everyone, Crooks here from Ace Trading. Today I'm going to share with you one of our new bots, the Ninza Wave Rider Bot. You can see it up here, I've activated it onto our chart. So I'm going to show you a few different examples of how we use the Ninza Wave Rider Bot. My favorite way to use it is to manually trade it. Obviously use the bot for its entries and exits, but I like to pick a window of throughout the day and trade it for that short window and aim for either my profit target or my loss limit, or just trade that window, whatever profit I get in that window. Okay, so we are looking at using Ninza Renko candles. So for members that you have access to Ninza Renko candles as well as the bot, you want to make sure that you configure your Ninza Renko candles. So down the bottom here, I've added it, and you can add your Ninza Renko candles. So 20 and 5 is one of my favorites, as well as 34 and 2. So I already have those set, and applied them to the chart. I have added the bot to the chart, and you can see it's activated. I've set my time, my parameters, so I'm running in Chicago time, so the market opens at 8:30. This was actually a day that I ran a couple of weeks ago, which was really successful for me. I run it every day, and obviously there's going to be red days and green days, but more often than not, it is green days. It just depends on how you trade it. It's not a bot that I would recommend to leave on 24/7 because you're probably going to hit your drawdown if you're using prop firms. Maybe if you use micros, it's okay, but my favorite is to use it for a small window. You can see I'm using it for an hour here. I don't think I would normally ever hit the hour. Normally I'm either going to hit my profit target or my loss limit. It's more regularly hitting my profit target, depending on how you trade it. Okay, down the bottom here we have buttons that we need to make sure that we use throughout our trading period. We need to make sure we turn our bot on. It's really important. The bot's always going to start off. We have close all, so I can close all my positions at any particular point. I can place long and short trades manually, so by pressing long and short, it'll place a market order at that time. I can turn longs off and shorts off, so if I want to take longs or shorts. My break even is set to on, and same with my trailing stop. And there's these two buttons down here which I'll talk about in a moment for my second example. Okay, so the first thing I do is before the market open happens, I like to do some analysis and look at some price action. Okay, and you kind of see we're in a bit of an uptrend here. Okay, but overnight there was some consolidation. There's a lot of orders being placed in here, but we can see that there is a clear high and a clear low. Okay, so the first thing I always do is I put my horizontal lines on and I go, okay, I'm expecting market to act a bit strange around those periods. Okay, what I'm thinking in my mind is after open happens, I would expect either a push up or a push down. Okay, maybe a bit of movement around. Okay, but if it hits the bottom, I'm expecting it to bounce up, and if it hits the top, I'm expecting it to bounce down. Okay, just based upon I guess my history and my experience in trading the market and looking at the ADR, the average daily range, and a few other bits of information. So I'm expecting it to go long and then short. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on and off my buttons as you'll see, and I'm going to actually not trail with do an automated trade. I'm going to manually trade it and show you how I trade it as the day progresses. Okay, so I'm going to kick this bot off. Its bot is on. Okay, I'm only taking longs, and I don't want to take shorts because I'm down the bottom here. I want to see a nice push off at the market here. Let's have a look. So we're going to trade. We are now currently sitting at 8:30, and now we're open, and here we go. We have our first trade. Excellent. And break even was hit on the first one, so we made 290. Not too bad. Okay, I'm going to slow this down because it goes quite quick. Okay, so we have our longs, perfect. I'm expecting maybe some pullbacks, a bit of consolidation around here, maybe a push up, but I'm still only going to take longs because I wanted to really push up here and expand this opening range, because that's the first hour of the market is where we get our range. Okay, so pulling down here, a bit of a pullback. It's a bit disappointing I got stopped out on that break even, but that's okay. It's the way it is. Now I'm hoping for not a stop out, but hit our profit target for TP1 and our trail stop to be put up to break even, which it did. Perfect. Okay, now I'm looking for a bit of trail. And here's where I can really look at the market and bring this up myself. Okay, I want to make sure that I'm getting the most out of my trades. Okay, I do expect it to hit that point there. It's fine. Okay, and we got stopped out. Okay, but I'm expecting it to still go up. We had a bit of a pullback. I'm going to hope it's going to continue all the way up. We're waiting on the market to move. Okay, if it comes start to go short, I'll turn on my shorts and we can ride it all the way back down. Just have a look, see what price action gives us here. Bit of slow movement, which is fine. Looking for longs, here we go. And I'm thinking it's going to hit to this point here, and that's where I would want to take off my trades. But we'll see. It might push through and I can ride it all the way up to TP2. Okay. Okay, we got stopped out. Now I want to turn off longs and turn on shorts because I'm thinking we've hit the top of the range here. Top of the range. I'm expecting this to come back down now. It's going to fill all these orders up here and it's going to come back down. Unless it ever breaks through, I'm just going to turn on longs. Let's see what it does. See, it's at the top of this range here. It hasn't decided. Okay, oh, now we're in a short. Okay, it could pop back up, but it hasn't. It's moved us down. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to slowly trail this. Don't get too close with the trail. You want to make sure you give it a bit of room to breathe. Okay, you can see, giving it some room to breathe. Okay, but not so much that it's going to turn around on you. Okay, I'm actually quite happy with this. So I'm going to turn the bot off. And look at that. I hit my profit target. Bot is off. Done for the day. Okay, if I continue this trade, there were no trades will take because I've turned the bot off. I've also hit my profit target for the day, and you can see within 7.5 minutes I have made $2,230. Okay, nice and easy. So taking into account my price action, so you can see it bounced off the top and the bottom, took longs on the way up, shorts on the way down. Okay, so now I'll talk a bit about our next aspect to the bot, and that is going to be the trend rider and the trend breaker. Okay, now let's talk about another option we have on our Ninza Wave Rider Bot called the trend breaker. And what the trend breaker will do is it will only take trades once there is a trend formed, so a trend line is formed. So this way we don't necessarily need to draw our trend lines on like the previous example. This will draw our lines on for us, and then if it breaks those lines, it will trade. Okay, so it's the whole idea of the bot. This is not a go-to for me. My go-to is to trade it for that small session, like my previous example, and choose the directions. But if you're not feeling comfortable with your price action, you're more than welcome to run the trend breaker. Okay, so again, you need to make sure the settings are on here. And this time I'm running trend breaker. I'm just going to let it run. We'll slow down a bit. I'm going to run for the 8:30 session to 9:30 session, and we will show it. So what's happened, I'll pause it here for a second so you can see what's going on. So a trend has formed, so a trend line has formed, and we've taken a long based off that previous trend. So we'll watch this play out. Okay, break evens come up and we've stopped out, which is fine. Now we're looking for another trend line to form and to see if it is broken. Okay, so now you can see here, price action's got either two ways to go. It can either break this trend line of the north or the south, and we'll see what it does. Okay, so we've taken our long and now we're trailing it. What you'll notice about the trailing stop is that it is pretty switched on in how it works. It will find the best appropriate spot to trail, and you can see it started trailing but only moved up a tiny bit because of that pullback. It's measuring price action as we move. Okay, no more trades will take place as long as we're in a position, which is fantastic news. It means we're not going to over leverage. Okay, so the trailing stop has decided not to trail yet. It will trail once it's ready. And here we go. So now let's see how far we can take this trade. Okay, so it took us out of that trade there, which is fine. Now we're going to see if we break a trend line here, and we have. We've broken a trend line short, and we've stopped out. Now we're looking to see if there is another break of a trend line. So there's a bit of consolidation around this point here. We're starting to look like we're about to break the trend. It's not going to take the position until we have fully broken that trend line. Okay, and then we have fully broken it. And then we'll hopefully get a position happening. All right, excellent. Now we want to start trailing this. I could turn the trailing stop off and manually trade it, but I'm just going to let you see what the trail stop does. Okay. So start to move down. Fair bit of breathing room because we need to have that breathing room because we are going to get pullbacks. This is what the market does. That's sitting down at 45 points in the win. New trend line is formed. This is probably where I'll manually move my trend line, my trail stop down, but sometimes the bot knows best. Okay, look at that. And we have now hit our profit target, and now no more trades will take. Okay, we can turn the bot off. So that is called the trend breaker, and you can see it's going to have losses. You're going to get losses. You're going to get wins. The idea is to maximize your wins, okay, your runners, by not leaving your trail stop too close, okay. But you are going to get losses. Okay, we had losses there and it brought us back down, but you know what? That means I just extend my trading window all the way down here. So this time it took me to 8:45 to get my win. Okay, now I'll show you the trend rider. So the last example I want to give to you is trend rider. So the same bot, everything's exactly the same. I've still got the same settings, some same private target, but I have changed the window which I'm trading. Okay, I'm still looking for my profit target. However, the trend rider is going to take less trades because it's looking for a clear trend in the market before jumping in a trade. Again, I would like to monitor it. Maybe look at my own price action, but if you don't feel comfortable doing that, I will probably flick on trend rider. Okay, I'm going to turn the bot on. I'm going to run it for a longer period just so you can see the trades that it takes and the lines that it forms. I probably wouldn't aim for it to, if I'm going to run it for a longer period of time, I'll probably aim for a smaller profit target. The opening window, which I traded before, it's very volatile and you can get money really quickly, but you can also lose money really quickly. So it's really important that whatever you're aiming for, you do have a profit ratio that you're comfortable with. If I was running this the full day, looking for similar targets, I probably would want to make sure that once I hit my profit target, maybe $300, $500, $1,000, whatever I'm looking for, then turn it off, okay? Because there's always losses around the corner and I want to make sure I limit those red days so that overall I'm going to be profitable, okay? Because no bot is ever going to be the one and all. You can just turn it on 24/7 and it's going to make you $1 million, okay? We're not about that here at Ace Trading. We're about finding bots that you can trade to, I guess, limit your time in front of the screen and add to your skills and then look for those profit targets, okay? So but I've got it set to 2,000 just because this is a demonstration, but this is something I probably would only look for $300 for this particular bot and then run it on multiple accounts, okay? But clear example, 9:30 stopping at the end of the day, bot is on, I'm running trend rider, I'm taking all trades. So we will start and see how this plans out. And you can see, I'm just going to pause it once it forms a second trend line. Okay, so you can see trend lines are formed. And what it's going to do, it's going to, instead of trading the breakout of those trend lines, it's going to find a bit of a trend and take those trades, okay? That's just what the bot does. Okay, so when the lines are broken, there's no clear trend. Okay, it may take some time to get a trade, which is perfectly okay. Clear trend. You can see it bouncing perfectly off those trend lines. Okay, they would be great manual trades that I would take, but we're letting the bot do its thing here. Okay, the trend lines are really good to watch because you can really see where price action, where price is going and where it's going to bounce off. Okay, you can see, look, the trend line's formed. Who knows? I'm thinking it's going to, if it goes up to the north again, it'll probably bounce off that trend line and head south. But we'll just see. There we go, hit it, and guess what happens? Go short. See? These trend lines are fantastic. Okay, still no trade yet because we still haven't got a trend. Oh, there we go, our first trade. And you can see a trend was formed, so then we took the trade. We made $300. Perfect. Look, I'd be happy with that. One trade a day, $300, that's more than enough for me. okay, but we'll just let the bot keep going. Okay, we're hitting the afternoon session. Bit of a trend line here, bit of a wedge, and it traded out the wedge, perfect. Now we're just going to trail perfectly. See if we can get any more on that. We'll get stopped out there. Okay, $1,500 on the day so far, not too bad. You probably could stop it there, but we're continuing that trend. It's got a nice trend happening here, moving it up. And there we go, we get stopped out. Okay, continue. No more trades are going to happen now because we've hit our profit target. Okay, but you can see the trend lines forming. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this, turn the bot off. Okay, using the trend rider, so we look back at some of these trends. You can kind of see there was a lot of stop outs here that the bot without that trend would have probably got stopped out in a couple of those. Okay, but because we're able to identify a trend in the market and ride that up, we're able to grab some easy wins. And look, this one we were lucky, we're not getting any losses, and we're able to finish at 2,455 for the day. So if you are interested in being a member at Ace Trading, please join our Discord, and all members get access to all bots and all indicators and all support. Okay, until next time, I'll catch you then. Take it easy.